Yeah, so as I go around the district, I always ask people, I say, what is it that keeps you up at night? And as I ask that question, I come up with basically three answers, and it comes down to freedom, security, and prosperity. So what I think the three biggest issues that are affecting not just my district and not just Central Texas, but the state of Texas, I think number one is our freedoms are under assault. We live in a state right now where businesses were shut down, churches were either forced or intimidated to close. We have people that are being having to make the decision between do they work or not work if they don't get their vaccine. These are the primary responsibility of government is to protect and defend individual rights and individual freedoms. And I think our freedoms are under assault. The second one is security. We absolutely have to get our border under control. We can't depend or rely on the federal government to do that. That means that the state of Texas is going to have to defend our borders. And that doesn't just create problems at the borders. We see those types of problems coming all the way up here in just law enforcement in general in Williamson County and in each of our districts. And the third one is prosperity. Now, this one, I think that there's actually two ways that I look at it. So one, just the prosperity of property taxes. You know, for session after session, Republicans campaign on meaningful property tax reform. And I don't think that Republicans have delivered on that. That's why I'm running in this primary. We need meaningful property tax reform. I'd like to see us transition maybe to a consumption tax, transition away from property taxes. But if we can't do that, I'd like to see our property tax value set at purchase price so that politicians don't basically get a free tax increase as our property values go up. Yeah. The second part of prosperity, though, which honestly I'm even more concerned about, is what's going on with our kids and schools. So right here, you know, HD 52, Williamson County is ground zero for the national disaster that's going on in education. We literally have two parents that were arrested in Round Rock ISD for simply speaking at an open meeting. We have two duly elected school board members that are being threatened with censure by the majority of the school board in Round Rock ISD. We have Leander with what can simply be stated as pornography in our school districts. We absolutely have to get control of our schools and our education. I think we need to move to a much more parent-centered approach to education. So that's why I'm running. It's running because of freedom, security, and prosperity.